Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to do just something really quick to show you a couple things on the ScanNCut. So yesterday I cut out this set of quilting pieces. So this will all make one block, and I forget the name of the block, but it's on our machines. If you have the CM350 or above, I think even on the older ones it probably has quilt designs. But this is 21 pieces, all cut really nicely. I didn't have to cut them. So the method I used was the freezer paper method, and that is something that I learned from Julie Fan Balzer she's a Brother brand ambassador. And all it is you take some freezer paper, like Reynolds, and you put the wax side to the wax side, like sandwich the wax sides together with the fabric in between, and then you iron it really good, and then you put it on the machine onto your mat, and it's going to cut stuff. We're not going to cut an entire quilt block because that takes forever, but I'm going to show you how to find it and how to put all the same stuff on one page so you're not cutting each different part of the block on a new mat setup. So let's get in there. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go to pattern, and right down here, most people don't even notice it if they're not quilters, because why would they? I don't even pay attention to it. But down here, up here, we have all of these different quilt designs, and in each one there's going to be pages, different setups, right? How fun. This one has 11 pages. The one I did last night was this, and so I got 21 pieces right here. The darks and the lights, the pinks are the yellow and the blues are blue. So that was really fun and really cool to do. I'm going to donate that to a friend who is running a quilt, like a sew along for NICU babies. I posted it in the ScanNCut group. It is local to Springfield, Oregon though. But if you are local to us, we'd love to have you. It's on October 26th. And it's from like 10 till 3, I believe. Okay, so, oh, sorry. Camera doesn't move with my eyes. So down here, what I'm doing is I'm just going over this piece that's a little bit older from last night and just reactivating the glue so it's nice and strong. And the glue is just the wax that's on the paper, so that it doesn't leave any residue at all. It's on the freezer paper, and the kind of freezer paper I use is Reynolds. That wasn't very nice, sorry. Reynolds plastic coated freezer paper. Make sure it says plastic coated. That's the stuff we need. It says we can use it for arts and crafts and all kinds of stuff. So that's for meat. That's for wrapping other, oh wait, that's the whole wrapping the meat part. Anyways, up here is the part. Shows you how to use it for all kinds of different stuff. So I'll post a link for that in underneath the video. But let's just go ahead and get that ready. Okay, so now it's all nice and stiff, and that's what we want. And we're going to put it onto the machine, or onto the mat, while it's still hot. And I know I have all these excess pieces, but I'm just not ready to cut it off yet. So let's put it down here. We put it on while it's still hot so that the glue can kind of do its thing. Like, you know, melt with the other glue. But it doesn't really make that big of a difference. That's just a fun idea that I think that it would be cool. But okay, so we're not going to be cutting on this part at all. We're only going to be cutting on that. I'm just being lazy. So one of the tips that I'll give you is not to put anything too close to the edge, because it makes it too flimsy to cut if it has to change lanes. Like, look at all this mess. Look at this mess. So I had things too close to the edge, had this one started too close to the top. So whenever it pulled and wrinkled and made everything go crazy. That's another reason why we're not doing the quilt one right now. It didn't work out for me when I tried it this morning. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to go back out. Can you see? Let's see. We're going to go into the designs. And let's find something pretty we can applique. Something that would be simple and cool in this color. I know I should have thought this through before inviting you guys to do this with me, but just be patient, please. Ooh, we could do the puppy paw. That's cute. That's actually a great idea. Let's click OK. And so it's going to let us choose one at a time. But we don't need to only cut one piece at a time. We just need to set one piece at a time. So set, and we're going to bring it over here. Click OK. Oops, not OK. Click Add. And then we're going to add each of these. Set. Okay, so we're going to have it all cut on the same page, on the same side. So this is about 4.5 inches over to this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to go too far onto that side, but I don't want it to be too close to the edge either. So we can do like this. And my freezer paper I think is getting old and it's not sticking as well as it should. I've already set my blade to what I've been working on, and that blade depth is right here. I started at 2 with my cutting, with my test cuts. So do test cuts yourself before doing this. Don't start up as high as I have it. Start low and do your test cuts until you get to the right place for your mat. My mat has different things going on, so you know, and your fabric might be thicker or thinner. Different stuff causes different reasons why you should have it at different levels. And okay, so we're just going to load that in. And what we can do in this machine is so amazing. If you're unsure if it's going to fit onto your material, you can choose this and it's going to scan in the background. It might give me some trouble right here. Ah, there it goes. Yay! I should have trimmed that off. Okay, so now we know it's going to be on there, but we also know it's really close to the edge. So we can move this over, move all this stuff over. Okay, click OK. We can actually do 2 of these. Okay, so then we'll go back over here, we'll choose that, and we'll choose 2. And then we can just bring that down, that one up a little bit. So we might get some static down there by the bottom, but I think it'll still be cool. See if we can do it. I mean, if it doesn't work out, you guys get to see it mess up, and that's kind of cool. I don't mind showing my mistakes. Okay, here we go. So far, so good. Take that. One of the pieces popped off already. I knew we were going to probably get some static down here. Let's see. You guys. Woo! Okay, so these are like applique pieces, but they won't have the applique stuff on them. And as you can see, there's no residue. It's nice, flimsy again. Oh, how cute is this? And then the other cool part is, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So we'll get all of our little pieces off. These are all the little pieces that cut perfectly and beautifully. Get the paper off of them. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. Okay. They're so cute. Okay. So 1, 2, where's the rest? 3, 4. Okay, so there's the mat now. I'm going to take all that stuff off later. But we can take our fabric out of here. And so now we actually have like extra fabric that we can just cut off here on the end. We have scrap that we can cut off. We can even put it on the machine and have it cut it, but we're not going to do that right now. The other thing that's cool about freezer paper is not really with this design because we, you know, moved all the pieces around, but you can use it as a stencil. So once you cut your piece, so say like we just cut a sun and that's all that was, or just let's pretend this is a cloud. We can iron this onto a piece of fabric and it'll stay so that we can paint it or do whatever we want to do to it. Probably mostly paint it or even embroider. Like if you're a hand embroiderer, this will be a good stencil for you. All right, so I am not going to reuse that, so I'm going to get rid of it. And let's look over here at the fabric that we just cut. Okay, so again, there's the little paw, no phrase, so awesome. It's like having a little X-Acto knife in there. So these are little paw pieces. I don't know why it made us pick each one of them. I think that's kind of silly because they're all exactly the same, but there we go. There's the little paw. Alrighty, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Here's the negative piece, all nice and clear cut and everything. So cool. Alright, see you later.